Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we got a lot to talk about. Another EA little mishaps again happened today, but we're going to talk about the content schedule and the future for this week. There's a pack schedule, so I'm going to let you guys know everything you need to know. As we start off with today's AK icons, they were a little rough. I can tell you that they were a little rough. It was Bijan Robinson and it was Devondre Sweat. We could go over those cards right now. We're going to start off with this LTD Bijan, as you can see. 97 speed, 96 XL, and you can ask me why is this card so bad? Is because he's 2.6 mil, right? That's a problem because we already have 97 speed plus running backs. That is not this price. Falcons team, I guess, is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. And look at his discounted abilities. First one free for 3 AP. That's not what we're looking for. Honestly, if they're going to do X Factors again, we want Wrecking Ball, we want Freight Train, Angry Runs. We don't want first one free. There's Balance Beam. It's cool, but have you guys seen lately you've been able to flick your stick some way so you can stay on balance? That doesn't happen often at all. Backfield mismatch, nobody's using this, honestly. And then armbar, 1 AP, I just don't think it's worth it. I mean, if you're going to get a stiff arm, you're going to get it. But that's why I'm not a fan of this Bijan card here. For him being this expensive, we already have cards this good. And don't get me started about his 95. I meant his 96, but his 96 is absolutely horrible. Don't use this card unless you're on a full Falcons team. He has 95 speed, 95 XL. As you can see, he's around 520 to 540, and his discounted abilities are the same thing, but it's a +1 for the main bucket. So he gets first one free for 3 AP. He always has decent stats, but the speed here kind of cooks him. He should have 96 speed. I don't think they should be giving these cards 95 speed for the champs now. We've had 95 speed champs since Zero Chill now. So this should definitely be a 96 speed to put that in perspective. And then it even gets worse, guys. It even gets worse. They dropped the Devondre Sweat. They dropped the champ Devondre Sweat, right? And then we're all like, oh, his Ghost of Mutt card was really good. It was really good. But the problem is, it's still better than this champ card. And as you can see here, 84 speed, 91 XL. Decent stats all around. This is what you expect from a run stopper type defensive tackle. But the problem is, his Ghost of Mutt card, his 93 or whatever it is, has 86 speed, right? And probably has more XL. It's just overall better than this Devondre Sweat. The only thing this Devondre Sweat has on the other one, the Ghost of Mutt 93, is the abilities. And if we check him out, he gets Secure Tackler for 0, which isn't really needed right now. Relentless for 4, nobody's using that. Defensive Rally for 1 is nobody's really using that either. And he gets Inside Stuff for 1. Yes, Inside Stuff for 1 is cool, but him being 600k is not worth. Maybe 4 to 600k I don't think is worth, because you're paying 4 to 600k for less speed on this Devondre Sweat and 1 AP cheaper of Inside Stuff. If you're using Inside Stuff on Devondre Sweat, you spend 2 AP on the Ghost of Mud card, not this garbage. Because the other Devondre Sweat's probably 2-3 times cheaper than this one, and he's better. All you have to do is spend 1 more AP. So they really cooked these AKA cards this week. Hopefully next week is better. But they also did drop more stuff today. So as you can see here, Genki Force 1.5. We didn't know what was coming, but we did get some leaks early on. We got a Tyrann Mathieu and a Johnny Wilson. And Johnny Wilson, 96 speed, 95 XL. Big thing is his height, very tall, and Eagle, which is crazy. So he could get 99 speed if you have the 99 Jalen Hurts. And also if you have a full team, ability-wise, as you can see, he gets mid and elite. That's pretty good ability you could be using on your receivers. He gets it for 0. That's cool. These cards do not get fusions, which is an L. These cards, on their card art, as you can see, it doesn't say anything, but they were advertised like this as they were dropping them, and they didn't say LTD. So everybody was opening up their 96 B&D power pack for this Johnny Wilson, and they weren't getting him. And the reason why is because these Genki cards were actually LTDs. They were both LTDs. They dropped 2 LTDs, and it kind of cooked the market. It cooked everything that has to do with Genki, because everyone was ripping, thinking that they could do a set for Johnny Wilson and stuff, but now you have to pull him, and now he's 2 million coins. So it really sucks that EA did a lot of people dirty like that. I hope people who did open the power pack expecting Johnny Wilson gets a make right, but they should have had LTD on the card art. I don't know why they didn't. And they don't have fusions either. It would be nice if they put the LTDs as fusions, but they did not. And they also dropped this Tyrann Mathieu. Solid card. He was a Chief, Texan, Cardinal, and a Saint. Cool card, 96 speed, 95 XL. As you know, he is very short, 5'9". If you have a KO on him, he'll be okay. Chiefs team is pretty good right now. 600, 700k. I mean, as you can see, this is the bad LTD of the bunch. But short, he's too short, honestly, in my opinion. I just wish they had fusions, because then they have a chance. But as you can see, he does get mid-zone, I believe, for 0. That's all you really need on the DB. But he is super short. So I don't know. I think mid-zone will cancel it out, but he really is going to get himself cooked if he gets burnt or head topped, anything like that, because you can really see the difference. Because with how tall Johnny Wilson is, say they throw up a jump ball, is that KO really going to save him? So Tyrann Mathieu has a really big flaw, and it is his height. He does get decent stats. I have no problem with his stats. You can maybe even play him at like your slot corner or something, and maybe get away with him if you do run a Chiefs team. But that's up to you. I personally don't like the card, in my opinion. He does get the good ability mid-zone, but he's just too short for me. Now we're moving on to Record Breakers, and if you don't know what Record Breakers is, that's the name of the next season, and the next season's cards have been leaked. They haven't shown them yet, but they have been leaked. And here are the cards coming out. If you guys don't know, Devin Hester, Paul Krause, Luke Kuechly, Emmitt Smith, and Will Shields here. As you can see, another Chiefs offensive lineman here, and they're probably going to get really good. I really, really hope these get to 99 overalls. I really do. But the problem I'm going to have here is if they are too slow, because we know how fast of cards we got now. We have 95 base, 96 base cards, some even 97 base cards. On teams, they're 97 plus, and these cards have to play their part. Like we had Charles Woodson, and he was probably arguably the best card, and he had 95 speed. He got outdated unless he was on a Raiders or Packers team. So I need these cards to not be outdated by the time they get their full overall. Devin Hester has to get to 98 speed, at least base. Not base, but at least 98 speed by the time he gets his full overall. With Paul Krause, I'd probably say 97 plus would be cool. Luke Kuechly, we haven't got too fast in middle linebackers yet, so 96 would be cool at full overall. 96, 97, if they want to be nice. Emmitt Smith, I have a real big problem with him. Nobody who's a Cowboys fan is going to pick this Emmitt Smith if they can afford the Super Bowl LTD. Because if you didn't know, the Super Bowl LTD gives +1 speed to all Cowboys, including the chem. So at 40 Cowboys, you get +2 speed. But if you have the Super Bowl LTD, he gives it a +1. So instead of +2, you get +3. So nobody's going to pick this Emmitt Smith unless you can't afford him. So that's the problem I have. I don't like when they reuse cards when the card that's coming out isn't going to be better than the one that's already out. And then there's also Will Shields here, another offensive lineman. Hopefully he gets some sort of discounted ability. That's nice. But another Chiefs offensive lineman. You could really juice up your offensive line. I just hope he gets to like a 98, 99 overall, honestly. By the time these cards are maxed out, make them usable. Please, EA. Now we have on Wednesday, I believe the new season comes out Wednesday too. But on Wednesday, we have NFL Honors, which if you guys don't know, there's still one more drop of honors. It's going to be Saquon Barkley for Offensive Player of the Year. It's going to be Jaden Daniels for Offensive Rookie of the Year. And it's going to be Eric Armstead, I believe, for Walter Payton Man of the Year award. They're all going to get cards. Another Saquon coming out. This is probably, his second card, potentially 3 for Team of the Year. So if you want to buy him, you can, but he potentially is getting another card. And then we're also getting roster revolutions. Seems like week by week they're getting better and better. Let's hope they stay on that pace and give some people some good theme teams. It seems like they're keeping the same theme teams. Like I believe there's been a bunch of Cowboys for roster revolution already. start mixing it up a little bit. And now we have Genki Force for Thursday. Genki Force Release 2. I don't know if we're going to get another one, but we have Genki Force Release 2. And they leaked just about all the cards. I'm going to show you them. And as you can see here, yeah, they don't have their pictures, but as you can see, there's going to be a Kyle Pitts. There's the Tyrann Mathieu, Jalen Johnson, Alex Highsmith, Kenny Clark, Chidobe Awuzie, Brandon Sheriff, Deion Dawkins, Grover Stewart, Bradley Pinion, Frankie Louvu, Marquise Bell, Braxton Jones, Tyler Conklin, Kyler Murray, Isaiah Wynn, Tyler Rapp. And now, you guys could say this is a lot of drops, but the problem I have with this drop, it is all offensive line. It's almost all offensive line. Offensive line, defensive line. Like, defensive line, offensive line, offensive line, defensive line, offensive line, offensive line. Like, there's so many offensive linemen. I don't know how the fusions are going to work. I honestly hope they juice one of them to make it seem decent. We also got some linebackers in here with Louvu, Bell. I believe that's it. Louvu, Bell, Highsmith. And then we have Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is probably the big name of this drop. If he becomes a corner or a safety card, he would go crazy. I think Kyle Pitts is probably going to be the best card to get. I don't think he's going to be the LTD. If he is, I'm going to be sick. But Kyle Pitts is going to be the card to look out for. Jalen Johnson wouldn't be bad at corner. He is like 6'1". He just has to get the good abilities. Awuzie, same thing, good abilities. That's what he needs. And I don't know why we have Bradley Pinion here. He's a punter. So maybe they're going to make Kyler Murray a punter and make Pinion a quarterback or something. I don't know what they're going to do there. Tyler Conklin's a tight end. And then they also have Taylor Rapp as safety. So I'm hoping maybe Kyle Pitts goes to safety or something. Like, I really want Kyle Pitts to be a safety or a corner. A linebacker would be cool, but I think a safety or corner would be where he's best. But these are all... I believe this is all of the leaks for Genki coming out. And you can prepare for that how you want. If you see names in there like, oh, I want him, he fits on my theme team, then yeah, you can start pre-building them maybe. You can buy the Genki cards for cheap and everything. Or maybe save up your power to get one from the power store. But for right now, we got to wait till Thursday. Hopefully, we get a good fusions with those cards, good abilities too, because EA is known for cooking abilities. And then we have Honors Release 3. I honestly don't know who this could be. Like, who are we missing, guys? Who are we missing? We got Josh Allen, MVP. We got Pat Surtain, Defensive Player of the Year. And we got Jared Verse, Defensive Rookie of the Year. And then I'm assuming for Honors Release 2, we're getting Saquon for Offensive Player of the Year. Jaden Daniels for Offensive Rookie of the Year. And also Eric Armstead for Walter Payton Man of the Year award. I didn't know there was another... Am I missing? Am I blanking on awards? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I'm just blanking right now. And we also have the normal Ultimate Legends drop that's coming out. It seemed like this past week the names weren't the craziest, but they did give them some good abilities. So hopefully they stick with that Saturday. They get good abilities. They're getting 2 discounted 0 AP buckets, I believe. So hopefully they stick with that, make Ultimate Legends usable. And this content for this week, it's really packed, but it could be good. But if you guys did enjoy this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.